Dear students, welcome back to a new mathematics session. In today's session, we shall discuss the concept of distance between 2 points in three-dimensional geometry. Let's move on to the topic. Let's learn how to find out the distance between 2 points in a plane. So here, let P x1, y1, z1 and Q x2, y2, z2 be 2 points referred to a system of rectangular axes OX, OY and OZ. So three axes here it is mentioned, OX, OY and OZ. So this is the point which is mentioned here as P and this one is Q. So here we are going to calculate, or we are going to learn the formula for finding out the distance between these 2 points. One is P and another one is Q. So the distance between P and Q can be calculated by using the formula root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. So the coordinates of P we have assumed before as x1, y1, z1, and the coordinate of Q we have assumed as x2, y2 and z2. So the distance between 2 points PQ we are getting by using the formula root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. So this gives the distance between the 2 points x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. Next, we shall discuss the exercise problems. First question from exercise 12.2. Find the distance between the following pairs of points. The first pair is 2, 3, 5 and 4, 3, 1. So let's take these 2 points as P and Q. So P be 2, 3, 5 and Q we can assume as 4, 3, 1. So as we know that the distance between the 2 points, we are getting the formula x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. So the first points we can consider as x1 that is 2, y1 that is 3 and z1 that is 5. When we consider the second one, x2 we can take it as 4 and y2 will be 3 and z2 will be 1. So PQ that is equal to root of, we can use this formula, distance formula, x2 minus x1 the whole square, that means 4 minus 2 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1 that is 3 minus 3 the whole square, plus z2 minus z1 that means 1 minus 5 the whole square. That is equal to 4 minus 2 is 2, so 2 square, plus 3 minus 3 is 0, so 0 square, plus 1 minus 5 is minus 4, so minus 4 square. That is 2 square is 4, 0 square is 0, minus 4 square is 16. Minus square when we take it will come as plus. That is equal to 4 plus 16, that is equal to root 20. This root 20 we can simplify it. This 20 when we factorize we will be getting as 2 into 2 into 5. So factorization we know, just this is the way we are doing. 20 we will take and we will divide with, first we will divide with 2 and this will be getting as 10, and then when we divide with 2 we will be getting as 5. This is the way we are going to do factorization. Even if you go with the mental calculation also, it's not an issue. 2 into 2 into 5. So in these two 2's, when we take the square root, 1 will come out. So that is 2 into, inside the square root there is only root 5 balance, so it will be coming as root 5. So 2 root 5 units, that is the length of PQ. The second set of points which is given to us is this one. So the point we can assume as P minus 3, 7, 2 and Q we can take it as 2, 4, minus 1. As before, let's recall the distance formula, that is a root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. Then let's consider the first point values as x1, y1, z1. And the second point values we can take it as x2, y2, z2. Even if we change the order also, it's not an issue, okay? The distance formula when we apply, PQ is equal to root of x2 minus x1. So 2 minus minus 3 the whole square plus y2 minus y1. So 4 minus 7 the whole square plus z2 minus z1. That means minus 1 minus 2 the whole square. That is equal to 2 minus into minus plus, so 2 plus 3 the whole square, 4 minus 7, 4 minus 7 is minus 3 the whole square, minus 1 minus 2 the whole square, that means minus 3 the whole square. That is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5 square minus 3 square. Minus 3 square means it is plus 9. Minus 3 square again plus 9. That is equal to 25 plus 5 square is 25 plus 9 plus 9. That is equal to 25 plus 9 plus 9 is root 43 will be coming. So we cannot split anymore. So just we can keep as it is, root 43. So the required distance is root 43 units. Next we shall discuss the third pair which is given to us. So as before, we can consider the first point as P and the second point as Q. Then first point values we can consider as x1, y1, z1. So x1 is minus 1, y1 is 3 and z1 is minus 4. Then x2 is 1, y2 is minus 3 and z2 is 4. So by using the distance formula, I am not writing the distance formula again here. So let's do it mentally. X2 minus x1 the whole square. So 1 minus minus 1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. That means minus 3 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. That means 4 minus minus 4 the whole square. Then after substitution, just only simplification is there. 1 minus into minus plus. So 1 plus 1 the whole square plus minus 3 that is minus 6 square. Then 4 minus into minus plus. So 4 plus 4 the whole square. That is 1 plus 1 is 2 square plus minus 6 square is 36. As we know that minus square is plus. So minus 6 square is plus 36. 4 plus 4 is 8 square. Then 2 square is 4 plus 36 plus 8 square is 64. When we add, we will be getting 36 plus 4 is 40 plus 64 is 104 will be coming. Something we can do here. So 104 we can split as root of 26 into 2 into 2. 26 also, of course, we can move further, but there is no use. That's why we are just keeping 26 as it is. In these two 2's, 1 2 we can take out. So whenever we get a square number, you can stop the factorization. Okay. Then if you want, I will show you that how it is done. So 104 we can take. This is 104 if you would go for division. We can go with the 2. 2 going means 52 will be coming. And again with the 52, 2 we can divide. 2 if you divide, you will get it 26. And if you even further, if you move 2 means we will be getting 13. 2 and 13, nothing can be done. So we can stop here. So 26 into 2 into 2. Out of these 2, 1 2 will be coming out. So 2 into root 26. So this is the distance. So the required distance is 2 root 26 units. Next we shall discuss the next pair, that is the fourth one, 2 minus 1 3 and minus 2 1 3. So these two also, as before, we can take as x1 y1 z1 here, x2 y2 z2. Then by using the distance formula, we can calculate the distance. So this question you will try it as homework. Next we shall discuss the second question. Show that the points P minus 2 3, 5, Q 1 2 3 and R 7 0 minus 1 are collinear. You have to prove that these 3 points are collinear. As we know that 3 points are collinear means they lie on the same line. So these 3, we have to prove that these 3 points lie on a same line. But these are the statement which we know, but how do we prove? The process of proving, that is very important. See, there is a straight line. Suppose if these 3 points are lying on a same straight line, means this point we can consider as P, this one we can consider as Q, and this one we can consider as R. And PQ distance we can calculate, and then QR distance also we can calculate. Then if you add this PQ and QR, we should get the entire PR length. Then we can say that these 3 points are collinear. First we calculate PQ, then we calculate QR by using distance formula. Then PR length also we will calculate by using the same formula. Then when we add PQ and QR, if you are getting PR, then we can say that these 3 points are on the same line. So let's take first P and Q, because we are going to calculate the length of PQ. So PQ is equal to, formula we know, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. Here we are not writing that x1 y1 z1 x2 y2 z2 and all, because that is not necessary. Just to try to use it directly. Okay. So x2 minus x1, x2 is here 1 minus x1. So here there is a minus again. So minus into minus plus. So 1 plus 2 the whole square. y2 minus y1, that means 2 minus 3 the whole square. z2 minus z1, that means 3 minus 5 the whole square. So 1 plus 2 is 3, that is 3 square. Then 2 minus 3 is minus 1, minus 1 the whole square, plus 3 minus 5 is minus 2, so minus 2 the whole square. Then 3 square is 9, 1 square is minus 1 square is 1, minus 2 square is 4. So 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 4 is 14, root 14. Then nothing can be done, because if you split also will be getting us 7 into 2 only, both are prime numbers, so just we can keep as it is. Then next we are going to calculate the distance QR. For that Q and R points we have taken. Then QR is equal to the same formula only, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. x2 minus x1, that means 7 minus 1, 7 minus 1 the whole square. y2 minus y1, that means 0 minus 2, y2 is 0, y1 is 2, so 0 minus 2 the whole square, plus z2 minus z1, that means minus 1 minus 3, minus 1 minus 3 the whole square. Calculation, 7 minus 1 is 6, 0 minus 2 is minus 2, minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4. Everywhere square is there. So 6 square is 36, minus 2 square is plus 4, minus 4 square is 16. Then when we add 16 plus 4 is 20, 20 plus 36, 56. Something can be done here. So what we can do, we can go for splitting. So 56 we can write it as 14 into 2 into 2. So as I said before, when we factorize 2 into 2, I will show you that. So when we take 56, see for example 56, when you are factorizing, we will be going with the 2 means 28 will be coming, and when we divide 28 with the 2 again, we will be getting 14. Now we can stop here 14, because even if you factorize with the 2, again we are not going to get one more 2, so it is of no use. So just we can stop it. And even this 14 and here also 14 is there, root 14 is there, something we can use it later on. So these, out of these two 2's, one 2 will be coming out, and inside there is a root of 14, just we can keep as it is. Then the distance QR, or the length of QR, we have got as 2 root 14. Next we have to go with the P and R, so the entire length. P point and R point we have written, the same formula we have to use. x2 minus x1, that is 7 minus minus 2 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1, that is 0 minus 3 the whole square, plus z2 minus z1, that is minus 1 minus 5 the whole square. Calculation we can do, 7 minus into minus plus 2, 7 plus 2 is 9 square. Then 0 minus 3 is minus 0 minus 3 is minus 3, minus 3 square is 9, minus 1 minus 5, that is minus 6, minus 6 square is 36. When we add, it is 81 plus 9 plus 36. 81 plus 9 is 90. 90 plus 36 is root 126. So root 126 we can write it as root of 14 into 3 into 3. So let's try it how it is done. That is better. So 126 we can take 126 when we when we divide with the 2, we'll be getting 6 and 3. Okay, 63. Then when we are doing it again with 3, we'll be getting as 2 and 1. This 21 and all is of no use for us. Again with the 3, when we do it, it will be coming 7. Okay, fine. Now what we can do is this 3 and this 3 we can group it, and this 7 and these 2 together we can make it as 14. That is better, because we have a 14 here in the previous calculations and all. Here 14, here also root 14 is there, so we need here also root 14. So for that, these 7 and 2 we can multiply together 14. Then these 3 and 3 we can keep, because 1 will come out. So out of these 2 3's, 1 is coming out, that means 3. Then inside the square root of 14 is balanced, so 3 root 14. Now as I said before, we can check, that is PQ and QR. PQ and QR we can add. What is PQ? That is a root 14 plus 2 root 14. Root 14 plus 2 root 14 is 3 root 14. So the PR length we have got as 3 root 14. So that is equal to PR. Since PQ plus QR is equal to PR, we have got the points P, Q and R are collinear. So this is the proof. Next we shall discuss the third question. Verify the following. There are 3 sets of points are given to us: 0, 7, minus 10, 1, 6, minus 6 and 4, 9, minus 6. You have to prove that these, we have to verify that these points form the vertices of an isosceles triangle or not. This is what we have to verify. So let's take these points are A, B and C. Then as we know that isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. If any two sides are equal, then it will be an isosceles triangle. So let's take the first point AB. See, for example, before that, just roughly draw a triangle and mark the vertices so that it is easy for us to identify the length. So one is A, another one is B, another one is C. So first length we can go with AB. So AB, when we take, we have to take these 2 points, A and B, first 2 points. Using the distance formula, we can calculate the length of AB. X2 minus x1, that means 1 minus 0 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1, that is 6 minus 7 the whole square, plus z2 minus z1, that means minus 6 minus minus 10. Minus 6 minus minus is plus, so minus 6 plus 10 the whole square. That is equal to 1 minus 0 is 1 square, plus 6 minus 7 is minus 1 the whole square, plus minus 6 plus 10 is 4 square. That is equal to 1 square is 1, plus minus 1 the whole square is 1, plus 4 square is 16. That is equal to root 18. Root 18 also we can do something, because root 18 contains a 9. So that is equal to, okay, that will show you root 18 when you do 18 when you factorize 2, when you do with 2 it will be having 9. See, 9 is a perfect square. So root 18 we can write it as root of 9 into 2. 9 into 2 when we calculate root 9, we know it is 3. So from there this 9 comes out as 3. So 3 root 2 is the length of AB. Then next we will go with the BC. You can see here another two points B and C we can take. So BC is equal to the same formula, root of x2 minus x1, that means 4 minus 1 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1, that means 9 minus 6 the whole square, plus z2 minus z1, minus 6 minus minus 6. Minus minus 6 is plus. So minus 6 plus 6 the whole square. Directly we can do it. Of course here I have written the step, but it is not necessary because now we are familiar with the calculation. So 4 minus 1 is 3 square, plus 9 minus 6 is again 3 square, minus into minus plus. So minus 6 plus 6 the whole square. Actually one step it is additionally here writing, is not necessary. If you are able to write directly, do it, it's not a problem. 3 square is 9, plus 3 square is 9, again minus 6 plus 6 is 0, so 0 square is 0. That is equal to root of 18 we have got. So of course here you can stop actually, because you see there, here also we have got a root of 18. No need of further calculation. Here also we have got a root 18. So two sides are equal. So AB and BC are equal. Two sides are equal means then and there you can stop. It's not necessary to go to the third side, because we need to verify whether it is an isosceles triangle or not. Once the two sides equal, if you got, we can stop it. Even we don't need to simplify it, because root 18 is there with us before also we have got. So since AB is equal to BC, two sides are equal, therefore ABC is an isosceles triangle. This is the verification. Move on to the second part, that is verify the following. There are 3 points which is given to us. We have to check, or we have to verify these points form the vertices of a right angle triangle or not. So here first of all we can take this one as A, B and C. These points we can consider as A, B and C. Then what we can do is, if it is forming the vertices of a right angle triangle, or of these 3 points forms a right angle triangle, means clearly it will satisfy the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem, as we know that, okay, let's draw the rough figure. That is right angle triangle means this is the way it comes, maybe A, B and C. Now we are not clear about the angle which is 90 degree, which vertex will form the 90 degree angle, that we don't know. But here we are keeping B simply for just finding out the length, okay, AB, BC and AC. Then what we can do is, here first of all we have to calculate AB, the length of AB. Second we have to go for calculating BC, and the third we have to go for AC. And if we have to check, of course we have to check the sides, and Pythagoras theorem based on this triangle means we should get it as AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. This is what the Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square, okay. And if this one is satisfied, then we can say that this triangle, this points forms a right angle triangle. So what we can do is first calculate the length of AB, then length of BC, then length of AC by using the distance formula. Then we have to go for finding AC square, means what the distance you have got, just square it. Then we have to calculate AB square and BC square, then add it. So AB square plus BC square, adding them, if you get AC square, then we can say that these 3 points forms, or these 3 points are the vertices of a right angled triangle. Okay. So this is the way we are going to solve this question. So this question you will try it as homework. Dear students, today we have discussed the concept of distance formula and we have solved some questions from exercise 12.2. And during the live session we will be solving the rest of the questions, and be on time when you are attending the online classes. Thank you for watching.